It was really Coach Kevin Stefanski's first rookie minicamp because didn't get to have one last year. And Kevin Stefanski told us, this is something you can get a lot done. Take a listen to Kevin Stefanski.
I think, Aditi, you can learn a lot just even in walkthroughs. So there were times out there where guys had the wrong drop on defense and they got corrected, and then we did the rep again and they got it right. So it's kind of when I talk about really starting at the beginning with these guys, we can go at that pace. We're afforded the luxury of going at that pace so that they can get it, that it can crystallize in their mind. And that's where the coaches are working really hard in the meeting rooms with them, virtual meeting rooms, that is. And then on the field and making sure that this is something that they're constantly improving upon, that their knowledge of our system.
And Mary Kay, that's important. They didn't have the opportunity to do that a season ago, and you can tell Kevin Stefanski and his staff want to do that.
Oh, absolutely. There is a lot to be said for just that in-person instruction. And unfortunately, at this moment, we don't know exactly how that's going to go for the rest of OTAs with the veterans. But it was great for them to get that first look at their rookies, to speak to them, to look them in the eye, and to just kind of see what they have, like they said, in individual drills, in walkthroughs and things like that. Because as I mentioned, JOK was picking things up so quickly in a certain set of drills. And then for comparison's sake, I watched another player do the same kind of drills and, just wasn't quite as quick and sharp in picking it up, like needed to maybe be told things a few times. And what that showed me is that JOK, I think he's going to come up the learning curve very quickly. And I think he has potential to start pretty soon at the start of the season.
Yeah, it was kind of interesting. In his media availability, he talked about the coaches and their attention to detail, and he said that was something he very much liked and was a strength of his. So that was kind of telling.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think all of those players will find that is the case with this staff, and that's why they have to be really smart. And they are. You can just tell that they're not messing around when they say smart, tough, and accountable. That's the kind of players that they put on the football team. And you don't see a ton of mental errors. You can see that they're fitting in. They don't look lost. And, once they do get joined by the veterans, I think these guys are going to fit in pretty quickly. Now, the one thing that I will say about JOK is that he does look kind of like a safety. I mean, he's on the smaller side, obviously, for a linebacker. I think he weighed in somewhere around 222, which is about what they expected. But he does look on the smaller side. So that's the first thought, is it's a little jarring to see a linebacker that looks like that, but that's what we knew. That's by design. And that is exactly what they're going for. And we'll see how it works out. But I mean, he's going to be fast. I watched him drop back a bunch of different times, catch the football. I can see him doing that in a game. And, this is just sort of their wave of the future.